Hope everybody's doing well. Obviously not the outcome that we were looking for, but some encouraging things on the special team side, highlighted by that 45-yard return that Marvin had. So that was good to see, and seeing Will knock all those kicks in. So really encouraged about what we saw, and hoping to build on it this week when we go down to Miami. So a couple of those things in mind, subject to any questions you may have.
He sort of pressed up the field first on that punt return before he got to the outside. What did you like?
Yeah, so Tress has got a big leg. I was with Tress for many years there in Washington, and obviously the first punt he hit was a bomb, and then the second one had a lot of distance on it. Probably didn't have the hang time that Tress was looking for, and so that was a return going back to the field, and Marvin was able to make a guy miss, which shows his short area quickness, is able to make a guy miss and then able to outrun some people. So just really, really encouraged to see the things that we've done to pay off. And it's not every week you have a long return like that. And like I said, hoping to build on it this week.
Could you go through the psychology of coaching when a kicker misses a couple his first week?
Yeah.
And getting his confidence going for the next week?
Yeah, I think it's that player to coach relationship. Two-way flow of communication there, Mike. It's not a one-way type of deal. It's, hey, what did you see? What can I help you with? And so, with Will specifically is, that solid ball striking that we saw this weekend we have seen before. So, and again, that's just also working with a newer battery. I mean, it's not brand new, but the snap, and those guys did a really good job on Sunday, and hopefully that carries forward.
Is there something to getting familiarity with the new stadium and that taking a little bit of time?
Yeah, a little bit. Will's been in New Orleans for a long period of time, obviously indoors, and then in that division you have Atlanta, which is another indoor space. Just a couple things there, getting familiar with the surface and that. So we actually had gone there a couple weeks ago. So that's something we're always open to, and organization's been great in allowing us to do that if we want to do it.
When you face a team like Miami, they're explosive offensively. Special teams are always important, but how important is winning in the margins against a team like that?
I didn't say winning.
How important is winning in the margins against a team like that when they're so explosive?
Yeah, absolutely. I think complementary football will be very important on Sunday. Coaches emphasize that, and we've got to do our part, whether it's in the return game or taking a ball away. The target of opportunities that we have, we just have to make the most of them. And again, like last week where we had the long punt against us, we were able to return it. So, yes, when you play somebody that's explosive like that, those margins, you got to be at your best on those.
How did you evaluate Riley's performance week 2 specifically?
Yeah, I thought Riley hit the ball well. I think that for us, that was a positive game. We out-returned them in the return game, obviously with the long return. We out-kicked them. We made all our kicks. Obviously, they missed a couple that, especially the long one, that gave us field position. And then Riley had a higher net punt than their punter, who is a very good punter, and Riley's good. So, those have been three really good specialists. A.J. Cole is a good punter for Vegas. Tressway has been a multiple Pro Bowl guy, and Riley's right in that conversation. So we just want to keep building upon that and emphasizing the ball striking consistency, which we'll need on Sunday.
The result matters most, but I think post-game Sunday and then maybe either Monday or Wednesday, Sean was complimentary of the special team. So I guess how nice is that to know?
Yeah, I think rightfully so. The guys played a good game. We really did. And like I said, we were able to win that part of the game. We out-kicked them, we out-returned them. But that's in the past. This outfit that we're playing against Sunday is going to be another challenge for us. They've got good players, and so we're going to have to be at our best to help us win this football game.
With Tyreek Hill, who doesn't return punts much anymore, knowing that he could, how does preparation go for late in the game if they decide to stay?
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily see that. It could happen. I was in Minnesota. We saw Tyreek last year when I was in Minnesota. He had a return, but they went out and got Berrios. Right, Berrios had an excellent. He's had an excellent 6-year career there, doing both of those. So you prepare for both, but I think that. Braxton's the guy that we'll see, and if Hill's back there, we still have to deliver the ball with hang time and distance, maintain leverage on the football, and continue to cover the way we have, which has been good. I mean, we're allowing 4.5 yards of return, which, again, it's still early and such, but those are encouraging signs that we've seen from the special team side.
When you find yourself down the depth chart at a particular position like you were at safety on Sunday, over the course of the game, how much on the fly does that build in? Because obviously Delaren's playing a lot. You've had some guys that.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people don't see that trickle down effect, right? So you lose a guy maybe on defense, and it does trickle down to special teams. We're fortunate we have some depth at that spot, and we multitask guys, multi-train them in different spots, and that's one thing that I would share with you, especially the young guys coming in, right? So you have these rookies. that didn't play a lot of special teams, whether it's 59 or 45, they'll be playing for us, and now you're not only training them for one spot, you're training them for two spots if something like that happens. So we're fortunate to have a little bit of depth, and it's a compliment to those players because it's not easy, right? You don't get a ton of reps there in practice, and okay, hey, now I need you at the personal protector position or the safety on punt return. So that's why that position has a lot of value.
What's the challenge in replicating, maybe not for you guys, but across the league, the field goal block that New England showed?
Well, it was an interesting block, right? The guy kind of came in from the side. It's a copycat league. I wouldn't be surprised if you end up seeing it again. So there's countermeasures to that, and give them credit. They did a good job of scheming it, and also on the execution. They also tried to do it again, I think, and didn't end up getting it. So again, that'll be something like another ingredient that you may see in the kicking game from time to time.
Yeah, Sean said Mike said he's seen that before. Sean, I don't know if you're skeptical, but he kind of shrugged his shoulders. Had you seen that?
I can't speak for Mike. I haven't seen that before. Okay. And so give him credit, and they ended up, it's an execution. You plan it, but give the player a lot of credit for executing that. And so it'll be interesting to see if that takes hold as we move forward.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys.